Well, the clock struck 7, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We got a live stream going. If you're looking for the live stream, you can find it either on YouTube. I think you can do a search for Off Grid Comms on YouTube and find me that way. Or go to the live chat page on the website, and you can use the link there. With that, we're going to go ahead and dive into the preamble. Welcome to the Midwest Prepper Report Net, or MPRNET. The MPRNET promotes freedom of speech and welcomes all licensed amateur operators and unlicensed listeners alike. All licensed amateur operators are welcome to participate in the order you are checked in. Unlicensed listeners are welcome to listen and learn, but please refrain from transmitting. We encourage respectful discussions on topics such as disaster preparedness, self-sufficiency, emergency communication, survival skills, resource management, as well as local, national, and global current events. Your net control station for this net is W5DMH. When checking in, please provide your call sign, your county, and your name. We'll do a sequential style net, and you'll be called for your traffic in the order you were checked in. Station traffic may consist of local weather events or any other topic you would like to bring up and share with the listeners on the net, as well as your county status. After you complete your traffic, please return the net to the NCS station, which again tonight is W5DMH. I will now take short-time check-ins, any in and out short-time check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now with your call sign, your county, and your name. No short-time check-ins heard, so we're going to flip over to regular check-ins. Any regular check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net? Call now with your call sign, your county, and your name to Whiskey 5, Delta Mike Hotel.
Kilo Delta 9, Whiskey Sierra Lima, Joseph from Stark County, Indiana. No traffic.
At control, this is Kilo 8 Oscar Bravo, Bill, Macomb County.
Gotcha, Bill. Gotcha, Joe. Joe, can you repeat your call sign for me, please?
Kilo Delta 9, Whiskey Sierra Lima.
Got it. And that is in Stark County, Indiana. We got it. So any other check-ins, any other regular check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net? Call now. Okay, nothing else heard, so we're going to go ahead and run up to the top of the net. I know Mike out of Lake County has asked me to hold him to the end of the net because he's busy doing another 2-meter net quickly. So we're going to drop down to Mike out of Mecosta County, KD8YZV. Mike, what's the status of Mecosta County tonight?
Thank you, Dan. Mike in Mecosta, call sign KD8YZV. I'm going to continue to call it light green due to the fact, again, making shelf spaces smaller in their stores and they're carrying less. But what they are carrying is currently well stocked. Prices of fuel have jumped. It's in the 360 to 385 range. No other issues to report. Everything else seems to be fine. So back to net control, W5DMH from KD8YZV.
KD8YZV from Mecosta County. Mike, appreciate you checking in tonight and giving us a green for Mecosta County. With that, we're going to drop down to Al out of Williams County, Ohio, KD8ZBS. Al, what's the status in Williams County tonight?
Good evening, KD8ZBS as well. Hey, nothing much of anything exciting down here. Gas prices are all steady right about the 370 mark. Also still seem to be stocked. No real shortages, just as we all see price increases stocking us everywhere else. Nothing major, no storm damage or anything. Some of the minor things are coming through, so pretty quiet. We'll go with the green.
Roger. Appreciate that, Al. Thank you for taking the time to check in. KD8ZBS from W5DMH. Quick signal report. The signal reports are almost, they're off the map now. We're getting really bizarre readings on our meters. I'm showing you at an S5. My noise floor is at an S1. So take it with a grain of salt because your audio is right there. Normal conditions, I would say you were probably 5 to 10 over, but today's conditions are very odd. Meters are reading very strangely. So with that, we're going to drop down to Joe out of Stark County, Ohio, Stark County, Indiana. KD9WSL from W5DMH. What's the status in Stark County tonight, Joe?
Stark This is KD9WSL. Stark County and all of Northwest Indiana is green. Everything is basically the same as it was last week. When my last check-in, gas prices was about $3.65 to $3.85, depending on where you're at. But yes, everything in Northwest Indiana is green.
Well, thank you for taking the time to check in tonight, Joe. KD9WSL from W5DMH. Your signal report under today's weird meters is like a S7, probably 15 over in normal terms, but I can't explain why the meters are reading so low right now. Weird atmospheric conditions. So with that, we're going to drop down to Bill K8OB out of Macomb County. Bill, what's the status of Macomb County tonight?
Good evening, Dan, and all on frequency. K8OB here in Macomb County, Michigan. I have to say the status report is green here in Macomb County. Gasoline was, I seen the tanker truck pulling the other day, and it was $3.69 a gallon. And then I looked today, and it was $3.59. So it did drop down some, but it's still up considering from where it was at about a week ago. So it had a pretty good jump in price there. Other than that, I don't really have a recent grocery store report. The wife and I went out to dinner, and she came home, and she just kind of passed out on the couch. So I think she's that the food got to her and made her really tired. But she'll be going tonight, and I'll get a report from her later on. So, but last known, everything was good at the grocery stores, and no travel restrictions, and no unusual government movements that I've noticed. And had good weather here today. Beautiful day. Had some rain overnight, but overall today everything's pretty good. So that's all I got, Dan. K8OB, back to night control.
K8OB from W5DMH. Well, thanks for checking in tonight, Bill. We appreciate you taking the time to give us a green report for Macomb County. I had you at 10 over. I don't know how to explain that one either. You were booming. Normally you're like 30 over for me, so 10 over is a big drop down, but still you're the best signal I got tonight at 10 over. That's pretty impressive. So now for Lapeer County, for me, I don't have much to report. I haven't really been paying a lot of attention. Went out today twice. Went out yesterday and didn't see any shortages. Didn't pay attention to fuel prices. Haven't had to buy any in a while, so I really wasn't paying attention. I want to say it was $3.69, but I can't remember for certain. I'm going to report green for Lapeer County. Weather-wise, it's been just dismal here. Been just kind of misty and rainy pretty much all day long. On a sad note, I found my first tick of the year today, which was very disappointing. I haven't seen a tick on this property in 3 years, and all of a sudden I got one today, so I'm not real thrilled about that. Might have to get some guinea hens to take care of that for me. So with that, we're going to throw it out there to KE8EMA, Mike out of Lake County. Mike, you out there?
Roger that. I'm back. This is Mike in Lake County, Kilo Echo 8, Echo Mike Alpha. Pretty decent green up here in the north. The price of gas, though, since we checked in on Wednesday, jumped from $3.37 to about $3.80 a gallon in just the last 4 or 5 days. But other than that, food is plenty available, gas is plenty available, weather absolutely sucks, and I found my first two ticks, both on my left arm, one of them already embedded.
That's disappointing too. KE8EMA from W5DMH. I had you at about S6, S7. Not a horrible, good audio, but weird signal strength. Glad you're reporting green for your area up in Lake County. With that, we're going to go ahead and call out for any lagging, straggling, late check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now to Whiskey 5, Delta Mike Hotel.
Dan, I'm going to sign off now. KE8EMA, thanks.
And one more time for any straggling check-ins for the Midwest Prepper Report Net. Call now. NAKLQ, Jim out of Wetzel County, West Virginia. Jim, we got some traffic for us tonight.
Negative.
in for the numbers, and everybody have a good evening. NAKLQ.
NAKLQ. Well, feel better, Jim. Thanks for taking a moment to check in. We appreciate it. With that, we're going to roll up to the top of the net again and go to KDA-YZV. Mike out of Mecosta County. Anything additional for that tonight?
Thanks, Dan. Mike and McCosta, KD8YZV. Hello to everybody on frequency. I am able this evening to pull everybody in. A couple of people were weak, but I can definitely hear them. And like you've been saying, the meter really doesn't mean anything anymore. I guess about all I can pass on for reports is I can hear everybody. That's probably the best thing. Sparky from Montcalm wanted me to pass along a big hello. He's in Florida and should be back sometime this week. And I did have kind of a question direct toward Bill. I've been hearing quite a bit of, let's just say, protests going on, including at the U of M campus. Wondered if you're hearing anything in your area, Bill. With that, I'll send it back to Net Control from KD8YZV to W5DMH.
KD8YZV from W5DMH. I got you at S9 now there, Mike, so your signal's coming up. It's audio's still outstanding. I don't know. It's crazy. Bill, you want to chime in on that?
Yeah, Kate will be returning. I have not heard anything specific of, as far as relating to the protests at U of M. I know they've been targeting several colleges and whatnot, and I have no specific information though as far as what's going on at U of M. But I know it's pretty widespread, and I think something really needs to be done about it, because these I think they're tugging on some of the heartstrings on these college kids and trying to get them to jump on their side, if you will. So and it's I think a lot of the I don't even want to call them superintendents or whatever of the colleges. Some of them have been asked to resign, and because they're not doing anything about it. I mean, you've probably seen what I've seen. They have camps literally set up with tents on the college campuses, and they don't plan on leaving, I guess. So that's something that needs to be dealt with. So, but as far as being specific, as far as U of M goes, no, I don't have any other further information there, Mike. That's all I can really relate to you there. K8OB, back to Net.
K8OB from W5DMH. Well, thanks for that additional information, Bill. With that, we're going to drop down to KD8ZBS, Al, out of Williams County, Ohio. Al, anything additional for the net tonight?
KD8ZBS, I have nothing. Hopefully we'll just keep good weather. I'll be happy with that. KD8ZBS, back to Net Control.
KD8ZBS from W5DMH. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Al. Appreciate it. We love getting stations in from Ohio. KD9WSL, Joe, out of Stark County, Indiana. Anything additional for the net tonight, Joe?
Nope, not really. You guys are all coming in much more clearly than the regional traffic net that I normally check into a little bit earlier in the day. So if the S-meter readings are a little off, you guys all sound fantastic still. But other than that, nothing to add. Thank you for joining the net, and 73, everybody. This is Kilo Delta 9, Whiskey Sierra Lima.
KD9WSL from W5DMH. Well, we appreciate you joining us tonight, Joe. Like I said, for Al in Ohio, we love getting other states involved and participating in the net. So thank you for taking the time to do that. With that, we're going to go ahead and drop down to Bill out of Macomb County, K8OB. Anything additional for the net tonight, Bill?
Not much. I can just let you know that give you guys a quick signal report, Dan. You're coming in 20 over, sometimes peaking to 25. Usually you're 40 over, so that's fantastic audio. And the same goes for a lot of the other guys too. The meter kind of doesn't really back up with the audio. This was what I'm hearing in my ears. But Mike in Lake County, he was 10 over. Mike in Mecosta was 15 over. Al in Ohio was 5 over. Dan, like I said, you're 20 to 25 over, and Joe in Stark County, I got him at about a 5x8, and in what's his name, N8KLQ in Wetzel, I had him a 10 over 9. So here's just a quick signal report for you guys. I got nothing else left to
add there, Dan, other than thanks again for running the net. KOB, back to net control.
KOB from W5DMH. Well, thanks for joining us tonight, Bill. It's, I always look forward to that big banging signal that you put out. So, you're up to like 20 over now. The band must be opening up a little bit because, like I said, normally you're at 30 over for me and always outstanding audio. So with that, we'll throw it out there one more time for any straggling check-ins, any straggling late check-ins. Call now to Whiskey 5, Delta Mike Hotel. No stragglers heard, so we've been through the roster twice. We're going to call the ball, return the frequency back to its previous use, and thank you, gentlemen, for all joining tonight. Say 7-3, and this is Whiskey 5 Delta Mike Hotel. I'll be clear upon your finals.
73s, everybody. Thanks for joining in tonight. This is Mike and Lacoste, KD8YZB. I will be clear. 73, everybody, from KOB in Macomb County. I'll be